If you told me 6 years ago that I'd be living in an old camper van, driving around the world, I'd probably have burst out into hysterical laughter. I mean, we were happily married, had good jobs, a nice house, the kind of life I'd worked for 30 years for. But there came a time in my life when I realised I'm not going to live forever. I mean, you probably all know someone who spent their whole life working to be able to afford to retire, to finally have the time to do what they really wanted to, only to then be diagnosed with a serious illness. So we made the decision to consciously live our life to the fullest, and here we are 6 years later in our UK camper van about to board a boat to explore part of Japan that most people never get to see. And we feel lucky to be able to take you all with us. If you knew your time was up in 2 years' time, would you change the way you live? If the answer's yes, do it now. Chris Fisher. We've come down to the ferry terminal and we're a bit early, but we're so confused because none of it is in English. Did you press the help button?
Hello, Ohio. I have ticket for boat. He said number 1, and then he said no, number 9, and then he said no, please wait. Oh, he's coming. Oh, is that him over there running? Bless him. Look
There's somebody running from the building there. Oh my goodness, he's running at full speed. The poor young guy. That's so funny.
That's so funny.
What did he say?
He said come to the terminal because we need to change your ticket because obviously we've got a ticket for the 14th.
Oh, it's an open-ended ticket.
Well, we got a ticket for
Go
8
that
days.
way.
He said come to the terminal.
Oh, that side. He's saying go that side. He's running.
Bless him, he's running. But they do, culturally, they're so polite and just want to not keep you waiting. It's
Yeah, they
so
just want to
lovely.
help. They are lovely.
I could have given him a lift.
He's running at full speed.
Full pelt.
Maybe he likes running. We'll have to park up.
Yeah, I'll just pull up in front of the building.
He's waving. He's even telling you where to park.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I'll come to the ticket. Thank
Okay.
you. Arigato very much.
Yes.
The number is different. English car.
Okay.
Every evening about 5 p.m, you can hear an announcement. I think this one is saying the roadside station shop is about to close. Random announcements. And then there's another one, about 6 p.m. I have no idea what it is, but we've heard it saying it's time to go home.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, we've met this amazing guy.
Hi.
He's cycling around Japan!
Wow. Thank you.
He's cycled all the way from near Mount Fuji to here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good
thank
job.
Thank you.
He saw Trudy and he was like, wow, this is amazing. And I was like, no, you're cycling around Japan.
Yeah.
Wow, very strong.
First Japanese storm and we're heading straight towards it. No wonder there's so much water in the paddy fields when it's raining like this.
They are being topped up for sure. When you said go straight this way, I'm like, go where? I can't even see the road because of the rain.
Okay, the windscreen wiper's broken.
I'm just very grateful you put that stuff on it because the raindrops are not sticking.
Yeah, so we've got a problem. The windscreen wiper has come loose and it's stopped working, it's hanging off. So we're gonna have to try and pull over. It's piddling down with rain. So yeah, not a great moment. And we're on a road that's 20 minutes to the next pull-off.
I think Trudy's a bit like us. We're getting old and things are falling off.
We've rocked up at this garage because it's raining. Don't slam the door on it. But we just thought we'd ask. Marianne did her best to explain the problem. But in the end, we did our best to just tighten it ourselves. Okay, didn't work.
It didn't work.
For some reason, the windscreen wiper's going all the way off. And that's as far as my knowledge goes. So we're going to go to a garage or YouTube it, or both.
Or ask Ricardo to fly over.
The staff took the time to find us somewhere where we could possibly get a new wiper.
Open to 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
That's great.
Okay, we've got a mechanic name.
20 minutes. Whoop, whoop.
Yellow Hat. It's a
Yellow
shop,
Hat.
so we'll be able to get a new
Oh,
windscreen
arigato,
wiper,
thank
hopefully.
you.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have a starting point anyway.
Starting point.
Okay, we're driving with one windscreen wiper.
Yeah.
Don't do this at home.
Where am I going? I'm
On my side of the road.
In typhoon weather, which is
Never great. Okay, we've arrived at Yellow Hat. So hopefully somebody will be able to give us a little bit of advice.
Don't ask.
The windscreen wiper fell off.
Do you want me to drive in?
A quick tighten and we've done it. I think we might need to buy some new spanners, love. So that was absolutely amazing. They tightened up our windscreen for us and we managed to find oil. One problem we've had here is that they do the containers that open a bit like a tin can where you can't reseal them. So the guys very kindly put some oil in a sealable container and even labelled it for us. Amazing service.
Yeah, that's exactly what people like us on the road need. Just somebody really helpful who just jumps on board. And the guy who fixed the windscreen wiper said it's no charge, it's nothing. So that's really nice. So thank you, Yellow Hat.
You may be wondering, as we're doing such a challenging adventure, if we are mechanics, especially as we try to take the road less travelled. To answer your question, no, we're not. Sure, we can change a tyre, but we don't want to let the fear of what might happen stop us from fulfilling our dream of driving around the world. So if we have a problem, we just Google where's the nearest mechanic. The long drive back to the UK is pretty complicated. To be honest, we don't really know which route we're going to be taking, especially as China and Russia's land borders are closed. But we want to take you on that journey with us. So in future episodes, when you see that animation, we're going to give you a quick update on the route from the road. So currently the plan is to drive down to Fukuoka in Japan and get the car ferry over to South Korea. And we've seen that there's a ferry company called the Camilla Line that actually takes vehicles. So we've contacted Kazui, our Japanese agent, to see whether she can help us arrange the paperwork to get out of Japan. We've also managed to find, through overlanding groups on Facebook, a Korean agent. So we're reaching out to them to help us from that side. So we've come down to the coastline here on the west coast. It's a little bit windy today, but
not cold.
Not cold. We've had another good night at the rest stop here, and we're by the sea. So we thought we'd go and have a little look at the at the sea before we leave this morning. Oh, you love the sound of the waves. It's windy today.
How beautiful is this? How peaceful is this place? The floor here is absolutely littered in these nutshells. It looks like the birds are bringing them over, dropping them, cracking them open and eating the inside.
We're going to be spending the next few weeks heading all the way down the coast to the south. So it's a good time to show you the route on the map. So we started at the easterly point here, drove back to Nemuro where we got stopped by the police. And then we headed all the way back to Sapporo for the dance festival, back to Hakodate, got the boat to Oma, and then we drove down to the coast to Noshiro where we had the problem with the windscreen wipers. And then we have now ended up just south of Akita in Iwaki. And the plan now is we're going to be heading to this town here, Tsuruoka and Niigata, because we found some very cool things to show you. So although the green roads are tolled in Japan, there are little stretches that aren't tolled. So we're just taking one of those now. If you asked me to describe Japan, I would probably say green, because everywhere we've been, the landscape of forests and jungles is just so green. I prefer the back roads. Looking at all this bamboo by the side of the road. Mad!
It is. If you need any gardening canes, Japan is definitely the place to come get them.
Well, I think looking at the size of some of this bamboo, you could probably make garden buildings with them. Quick lunch on the road. Normally it's 7-Eleven, Family Mart or Lawson's. We've just spotted a Family Mart, so we're going to go and see what we can get here for a quick bite to eat.
Oh, have you seen my little keyring?
From Jenny.
That was my present when I was a bridesmaid. Oh, I walked into a wall.
Hot food there. Family Mart's got a good selection. Look, they got salads here, different types of pastas, and they say it in English, garlic and oil pasta, sandwiches, and then these are like the little bento boxes. I love these, like chicken and rice.
Oh, wraps.
Wraps.
The first time I've seen a wrap.
Sushi box. Ended up with dumplings, fried chicken and rice, and they heat it up for you here.
袋は入れますか？袋。
No.
入れませんか？はい、ありがとうございます。
Good guess, love.
I've got my Japanese now.
Heated chicken and heated dumplings.
はい。ありがとうご
Arigato.
ざいます。どうもありがとうございます。
I love that everybody laughs at our Japanese.
Why wouldn't you laugh at our Japanese? How amazing does that look? Fried chicken and rice. I don't know why though, they always put a little bit of green plastic to make it look nice. Dumplings, again with a bit of green plastic. Oh, I've steamed up my camera. Tabasco sauce. And this sauce is a bit like, I don't know, vinegary soya sauce. Is nice on stuff. On Japanese food, it's good. Okay, yes, I have changed my shirt because Chris, in true Chris fashion, spilt it all the way down his top.
You're a ninja.
I am a ninja. I love all these shops selling these traditional styled Japanese lanterns. Those ones are rocks that have been cut in half with the lantern bit in the middle. That's something you don't see every day, a massive church. Looks a bit grand, doesn't it?
Shape of a castle.
I don't know whether you can see in the back, a few cars behind us, there is a police car. And based on what happened last time when they saw Trudy's number plate, we might be getting pulled over again. What do you reckon? I'm not sure they've...
We're legal, we have all the paperwork, and I'm an excellent driver.
I don't think they've seen us yet.
Cars behind.
Right, it's alright, he's just turned off.
Head southeast.
Oh, it must be there.
Turn right.
Yeah, it must be here. So we've stopped in this town of Suroka, I think that's how you pronounce it, because we found this temple. This is no ordinary temple. There's something quite special about this temple, so we thought we had to check it out on the way through. Hopefully we'll be able to get in there and visit it. I'm not sure whether it's open, but we'll give it a bash. We'd heard that this temple was home to a self-mummified monk. Yes, you did hear that right. A self-mummified monk. This was something we'd never heard of before, so had to come and try and see it for ourselves. Soku Shinbutsu is the process for self-mummification that begins whilst the monk is still alive and is believed to have been brought to Japan from China between 774 and 835 by a Japanese Buddhist monk called Kukai. They believe it is a way to cheat death and to be in a permanent state of meditation. The monk would go on a strict diet for years, eating items they only found in the mountains, and at the same time carrying out rigorous exercise. The final act of a dedicated monk would be to lock himself in a stone tomb. Other monks would then open the tomb a number of years later. About 20 mummified remains have been discovered to date in Japan. This practice was outlawed by the Japanese government in the late 19th century. Unfortunately, we were unable to view the monk. Oh, there's something very peaceful and majestical about these temples. Immaculate, pristine, so well maintained. And now we're heading down the coast. We've got another
1 hour and 22 minutes.
to the next spot for you. Today's definitely turned into a bit of a scorcher. We've succumbed to the aircon in Trudy, which is lovely, pumping cold air over my feet.
Some of you have asked us how we're going to cope in the heat and the humidity, and the true answer is I'm not entirely sure. In Turkey, when we were down doing the turtle project, it got up to about 40-45 degrees C, but it was a dry heat, so we have USB fans and we'll share that as we go, but we're not sure really.
I think Malaysia and Thailand, if we head that way, India, I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge. This is amazing. Check out this village that we're driving through now. Just about to come down to the coast. Lovely buildings, little narrow roads.
Wow.
Lovely gardens.
Oh wow.
Look, they're all wooden.
Oh, this is so pretty.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Red thunder. That's really long. I wasn't expecting it to be that long.
I don't think it's as long as the ones we had in the States.
No, but quite often when we've seen them in the distance driving around through
We've got 2-3 carriages.
Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 carriages, so this is wild.
We're back at the sea. Woohoo!
I love the sea! Oh, look at the waterfall!
As I always say, it always looks better when the sun's out.
absolutely love that everybody comes out to help. And Diesel seems to be international, which is great. So they take your card and they try and swipe it, and it never works. So then we have to explain that you have to put it in. And then once that happens, it works.
Every time we go around the corner, there's another little village, more boats, more rock formations. This coast is absolutely amazing. Look at this, guys.
I feel like I'm in a Japanese Cornwall. It's beautiful.
Really is, really is. Oh, we just had to stop for a second by the sea. Look at this. Marianne's headed down. She wants to see how cold the water is. It's really coarse sand. It's tickling my feet badly. It's absolutely freezing. It's very cold. Okay, go back to the main road. Google wants us to turn left. There's no road, Google. There's no road. These barriers are a bit low. Turn.
Supposed to be not the
Turn right.
We can get rid of container.
Turn right. We're going through the paddy fields.
Konnichiwa.
Hello!
Konnichiwa. Are you okay? Okay. You're like, ah!
From England.
We're England. The van, England.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here.
Arigato. Thank you. Thank you. Arigato.
The young guys on the bikes were so excited at seeing YouTube on the side of Trudy. Okay, we've arrived in the town of Murakami. What a cool looking place. This town is actually famous for its fish. Salmon, to be precise. Every year in Murakami, thousands of salmon are caught in local rivers to be dried, salted, and hung all around the town. So although it's closed season, this shop here, Kikawa, is the place that sells all the salmon products, and apparently you can still see some drying this time of year. Got like salmon, dried salmon skin, I think that is.
Wow.
Canned salmon, dried salmon. The building's absolutely amazing, as well as the gift shop. You can come at the back, and then I'm not sure what this is.
Honestly.
Oh look, this is the old traditional room with the fire and the kettle. Oh, it's just amazing. These buildings are amazing. Kikawa was opened nearly 400 years ago, and walking around the building, it gave us an amazing glimpse back into traditional Japanese life. It's a sake tank. Google Translate.
Tank, and it comes, the liquid comes out of a hole somewhere.
There.
There.
That's a lot of sake. I thought it was a bathtub or something.
That would
Look,
be
it's
quite
huge.
a weekend.
Is that like a seaweed ball?
It does look like a seaweed ball. Like a big Christmas decoration.
I wasn't really sure. We came into the shop and then the lady said, oh, you
Go
pointed
this way.
behind. So we've kind of come into some corridors. It was quite interesting. So this is a sake barrel and the old little wagon here. It's very cool, isn't it?
It's incredibly cool. Everything here is cool.
I think that must be the best staircase I've ever seen. Look at that. Upstairs.
Visions of everyone ripping their staircases out now with a little secret armoured cupboard.
So this is the salmon shop. They've got lots of different salmon produce. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Stepping into the back of the shop, we were faced with hundreds of salmon hanging from the ceiling. There was a video playing, showing us how each salmon is prepared and salted by hand, a grueling and time-consuming process. They are then hung until completely dry, which takes anywhere between a few months to a year. Once ready for consumption, they are taken down, hand-sliced and sold. It feels absolutely amazing walking around, isn't it? Look at these curtains.
Does anybody else want curtains for their van that look like that?
It's very cool, isn't it? This time of year it's out of season and the town is very quiet. Even the manhole covers have salmon on them here. This definitely feels more traditional than most towns we've been, isn't it?
This is why local recommendation cannot be beaten.
Oh, look at that.
Look at these gardens.
I need to look at this garden. The views down some of these side roads are absolutely fantastic. Look at this for a garden. That's a bit tight.
Look at that. This one. Beautiful.
Just telling the lady we're admiring her garden. Wow.
I know, it's just...
We've just literally just walked one door down and it's just all wow. I don't know how else to describe this place.
That's one heck of a bay leaf tree. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so fragrant. Everything's so fragrant. I've just seen something on the side of the building. Yosakoi, which means pulling in the fishing nets. I know that because we went to the festival in Sapporo. Yosakoi!
And another manhole cover there with a salmon on it.
How can just like a little dark corner look so pretty?
It all looks pretty.
It's green, it's lush, it smells fragrant and tropical. Oh, I love this place.
The electric cables do seem a bit crazy. There's a lot of wires.
There is a lot of wires.
So after that lovely walk round, we're now going to head down the coast and we're just going to try and find somewhere to park up, whether it's a roadside station, whether it's a cool car park. We'll just drive south for an hour or so until we can find somewhere nice. But we've probably got another couple of hours until it gets dark. Don't know where we're going. Google's. Oh my goodness.
This reminds me of that little village in France we went through called Miglo. I'm not sure this is a road. Are you sure?
Well, it says there's a service station at the end of this road for the highway, which is probably here. So We're literally driving through someone's cabbage field. If you meet anything, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I'll have to reverse back out. Oh my goodness.
Can't actually stay on the road.
Oh, and there's a big dip either end.
I don't think this was a good move. Oh.
Turn right. Then, your destination will be on the left.
Very big drop.
Says it's in there. No, hold on. Just. Does that go anywhere?
Well, it's a bigger road than I'm on now. So I'm going.
I'm not sure, Marianne. Google might have stuck. It's the other side of this fence. I don't know whether you can get round.
Your destination is on the left.
Well, I couldn't go straight.
It's the other side of this building.
Oh, it looks massive.
It's the other side of here, but I don't think you can get through. It's there. There's loads of trucks the other side.
Well, that road I can go on, so this is the only way to go.
I don't know where we're going. This ain't ending too well. The road was so narrow we couldn't turn around. So rather than trying to reverse, we just kept following it, hoping we didn't come face to face with another car. Oh, we can always reverse and go over that bridge if it all goes wrong, but I think this is going to take you to a road that you can turn right on. I hope. Eventually the road ended up running next to the highway, but we still had to drive another couple of miles before we were able to join it. Yeah.
In 100 meters, keep left at the fork.
Okay, finally. We came up this road here. There's a truck stop for the night.